Hello, man here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to the Upper Mississippi River Valley here. We are working on baling here this episode. I know a lot of folks requested to see some baling here on the last map. And again, of course, if you're familiar with that series, obviously that never happened, unfortunately. So we are going to be baling here, at least this episode anyway. I don't know how much more the rest of the series we'll have to find out, but we're pulling this with our Fendt 1042 here. I know, wrong color green. Source object. And then not to mention that one, we've compounded the problem with a wrong color green baler on the back too yet here. That's right, we are pulling this with the Fendt square baler. If you remember last series, this is the exact same baler we had on this map here. Again, if you didn't see the last series, Genesee County, New York, we pretty much took all the equipment that was on that map and brought it over to this map. So it is all, for the most part, sent over, with the exception of a few pieces here and there that I just didn't feel the need to spend the time buying. Anyway, speaking of the Fendt square baler here, this is the Fendt Squadra. I don't know about you folks, I got a pretty good chuckle out of that name. The Squadra. I don't think I even noticed that on the last map. It wasn't until this map here, and I was looking at the Fendt. What? The Fendt Squadra. So I don't know about you folks. Anyone else want to know what the round baler's named? Because if we have the Squadra, do we have the Ronda or Ronda? However you would pronounce that. We have a square Squadra baler, and we have a Ronda baler. That would just be too comedic. I don't know. Is there even Oh, we gotta go check now. Is there a Fendt? Oh, there is a Fendt round baler. Okay, it's the Rotana. Okay, it's the Squadra and the Rotana. The Squadra is the square and the Rotana is the round. I like it. I don't know about you folks. I don't know who came up with those names, but someone was chuckling. I can almost guarantee that one I won. Anyway, this is the Squadra 1290 NUD. I'm assuming this is a real baler, everyone. At least it kind of looks like it anyway. Could be wrong. Not sure, but I know, sometimes when you get some of this equipment, everyone, actually, you know what? We can answer that question real quick. Is this a... No, this is not a mod, everyone, so... And the square one... No, the square one is not a mod either, so... if they're made by Giants, they're most likely real pieces of equipment. So, yes, this is a real baler. Again, I'm personally not that familiar with the Fendt equipment, so I wasn't sure if this was like a real one or someone just took another baler and put skins on it. That is definitely something that tends to happen in Farming Simulator sometimes. You got a lot of equipment that all looks relatively the same, so you want something that's case or yellow or blue or whatever, you just slap the paint on it, even though it's supposed to be the other color, and you call it that even though it's not. Who's going to notice, right? Some people will, undoubtedly, but... And you know what, it occurs to me, I should probably see if we get some GPS set up for this. For those who never set up a GPS for something like this by the way before, should be doable, maybe. Let's see what's here. We're going to want 90 degrees, right? Hold that on there. I said hold that on there. There we go. And that we want to do, well, actually, you know what? We'll wait till we get to the next round and I'll show you folks what we want to do. Basically, and I've showed this before, so for those of you who haven't seen this before, this is going to be a little trick I use here for getting your GPS to line up with something like this, because I don't know the width that was used here. Now, mind you, I could possibly go find that out, maybe, or you can do what I'm about to do here, and again, for those of you who've seen this trick, you'll know what I'm about to do here. So, also, why are our flashes? We can, yeah, we don't need our flashes going here. We're working on baling up the straw here from last episode, by the way. And, of course, in case you can't tell, I finished baling up this field here in between episodes. And I think I sold all the... Actually, you know what? No, there might be some in the trailer yet. We'll have to check that maybe, but... That's right. I think I sent the truck to the shop, which at least got it over to, the town area. And then I was like, you know what? I'll take care of it from there. And I don't think I ever did. Anyway. Speaking of which here, let's actually, you know what, that should be good right there. What we're going to do, we're going to line up with the next row here. Now, mind you, you could just keep, rehoming the GPS, I suppose. That would be an option, too. But what I like to do, we are just going to subtract this. Obviously, having an auto width is not going to do you any good. Actually, we're probably, it's a 50-foot header, so we're going to be somewhere in the 50-foot range, right? Actually, it looks pretty close right there. We're going to go with that. Yeah, it's a little off. Let's see what's here. Whoa, not sure what just happened there. Okay, that was weird. My screen just went blank. We're going to bump that up maybe 2 clicks. Another click. Another click. Thinking one more yet. That might have been too much. One less. Okay. Again, just, change the value of it and then just, change the small incremental value there until you get it line up as close as you can. And then hopefully, it'll line up with the next row. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Oh, look at all the big bales on the field here. Actually, speaking of big bales, I should probably double check and make sure. 220. I think that's the largest bale, I think. Hopefully it is. I didn't think to check that. And of course, you can't change the, this size of the bale. What you can change is the length of the bale. Although when you do that, you got to be careful with some of the loaders and stuff that won't actually automatically pick up the larger bales or the smaller, vice versa. And who put that bale right in the way there? How inconsiderate. Looks like we're going to end up with quite a few bales on this field. And speaking of the bales, by the way, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with the bales yet, if we're just going to sell them. That's kind of what I'm thinking, by the way, of it. We're probably just going to straight up sell the bales. We really don't have a purpose for them at this point. Now, I know a lot of folks mentioned maybe getting into cows on this map. And if we do them, and then obviously the bales will come in handy. But at least at this point, we don't really have cows. So looks like we're still lined up pretty good here. Of course, if we get to a point where it doesn't line up anymore, we can either adjust the width a little bit, or we just can, rehome it. And I don't know about you folks, while we're going up and down the field here, this seems like a pretty good time to check and see what you folks had to say here about last episode. See what we got in the comments here. So anyway, heading over to the comments section here. Hetro was saying a good video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Always enjoy reading all you folks' comments, by the way. So just a reminder, if you want to leave a comment, leave it down below. And of course, if you've been watching for any length of time, we do try to read most of the comments here in the videos. Killen was saying, notice the unit convert mod switch to leaders for you too. Yes. Now, let me finish reading Killen's comment here. That's what it does for me. When I go to the page that shows you what I've got in storage for crops, it started doing that for me after the latest Giants update. I haven't played much since because it ruins the game for me. Killen, so you must like the bushels and pounds and, yeah, or yards in the case. Oh, that's a little bit of a weird yards, huh? Usually measure bales in pounds, but whatever. Or tons. But yes, that always happens for me too. Going back to Killen's first part of his comment there too, where the game will just switch from doing, the bushels and yards and feet and all that good stuff. It'll just switch back to the metric, the communist system, right? I don't know why it does that. I mean, it's, as far as I can remember, I think it's always done that here in Farming Simulator 22. And I don't know what triggers it, if that, like what Killen was saying, if you go to the crop screen here, and if that will show prices or actually show, yeah, actually this stuff right here. So we got absolutely nothing in storage, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay. I think I can confirm that there, Killen. Looks like mine just switched to liters here as well. We were in yards there, but... oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. That is a good good question. And like I said, I mean, as far as I can remember, I think it's always kind of done that. So anyway, on to the next comment here. Keith was saying, good day, RD. Enjoy watching. Take a look at this mod and see if you might be interested in the time-saving stock check. Pretty handy. Keep on farming. The time-saving stock check. Huh. I have not heard of this mod. I will have to Have to look into this. I presume it's on maybe the Farming Simulator mod hub. I don't know. If it's not, I'll have to go look at one. I don't know. Like I said, I've not heard of this mod before, I don't think. Looks like our GPS is still lining up really nice yet. Hey, to be honest, Evan, I would say that happens very rarely where it usually lines up really well all the way down the field. Usually at some point you get to the point where it's off just enough, like, yeah, you have to either change the numbers or rehome it. But, yeah, we're looking pretty good here so far. I can't complain. We might actually be slowly getting off here. Although, actually, that line looks like it's right down the center. It might just be the tractor's leaning here that's throwing it off a little bit. Anyway, back to the comments. Collie was saying, I went and built my own farm in place of the Stanley farm. I originally tried to farm down on the Century farm, but it was too small of a yard. Oh, the Century yard, huh? That is the one we're on, by the way, Evan. Which I mentioned this last episode, Evan. Maybe I should have chosen a different yard. I don't know. I just like I didn't want to start with the normal starting one, Evan. I wanted a different one. And again, the normal starting one, by the way, is Circle Farm here. That is like, I guess that's kind of the default one. It starts you with the land around there, and it starts you with all the equipment at that farm as well. Which, of course, we sold all that land and equipment when we started the map here, Evan. But if you start the map and you don't change anything, that is where you own your land, and that is where all your equipment will be. But like I said, I didn't want to start that one, so I just like, you know what? Circle Farm it is. And then I started driving all the equipment over here, and it's like, yeah, I don't know about this farmyard here with all the equipment. That might be a little interesting. I'm looking at a large grassy area here, it looks like. Is that a field, or is that planted here? You know, it's kind of hard to tell from here. Might be an area maybe we can expand into or something. Oh, here's another person that was mentioning the time savings stock check. Connolly was also saying here, this is another comment from him. Get the time savings stock check mod. It shows you when the best time to sell your grain and other commodities. Well, in that case, I will have to. I like the sounds of that. I don't know about you folks, but I like the sounds of that mod right there. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to have to check that mod out. Yeah, we're just going to try to back up, otherwise doing the turn around this. The Fendt 1042 up on the turning radius on this tractor is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. And for those of you who watch Brian's farming videos, they have, I think there's actually a 1042 too, right? There's the smaller one. I think it was at a 10. I forget what the next series down is, but anyway, Brian's farming videos, they've got a Fendt series tractor of this size as well. And he says the same thing about it. They got a horrible turning radius, so it's one thing I had to complain about this. You know, besides the obvious, color problem, when that's quite obvious. But yeah, turning radius on this tractor is not great. Even when you got a 50-foot combine that went ahead of you here with us, we still, I mean, we're making it. We're making the turns, Evan, but it's barely. Lightspeed Biker was saying, always entertaining and informative. He was also saying that 5 months ago, YouTuber AutoDrive guy shared an AutoDrive config for this map. Might have to search his videos since it's 5 months ago. Great series. Hey, I'll have to look into that. And, interesting you mentioned that there, Lightspeed Biker. That was actually something I was going to talk about here in this episode. You know, whenever you start a map, Evan, at least for me anyway, because, again, I always like playing with AutoDrive and course play and GPS and all that good stuff, right, Evan? But whenever you start a brand new map, it's like, oh, man, now I got to go set up all my auto-drive routes, and typically you're not saving much in the way. At least I'm not anyway. I'm usually not saving much for course play courses. But auto-drive routes, obviously, you want to save those. And whenever you start a map, you always have to build a whole brand new network again. And at least on this map, when there are a few of the main road networks already there, although they are two-way lines, so your mileage may vary on that one. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Thanks for that suggestion there, Lightspeed Biker. Definitely we'll have to see if we can check that out, because I like the sounds of being able to just download a config file for this. And for those who don't know that, by the way, you can create and share auto drive config for maps. So if somebody already has one that's been done for a map already, you can essentially share that one, download that one, put it in your game, and you'll have the auto drive network that someone else made for the map. Now, of course, you're relying on someone else's network, so they probably set it up however they like to set it up. I'm sure everyone has probably a little bit different preferences. And of course, you're always at their mercy if they left any glitches or gotchas on their routes as well. That's always something that tends to happen. No matter what you do, I mean, it almost always seems like you got a little something wrong with an auto drive route somewhere. Okay, looks like we're almost, well, actually, maybe not almost done. We got a couple rows left to go here yet. Next comment here, Sean was saying, great show as always. Thank you. You should sell the cotton harvesters because it's going to be better if you have a second harvester and 2 other trucks so you can get more of the field at one time, or just have the harvester on the same field, because a lot of the other YouTubers use multiple harvesters with these fields. That is true. This map element is definitely big enough, I would say, to warrant more than 1 harvester. And we do currently, of course, have 2. So we could keep both harvesters. And again, going back with what Sean was saying there, we can sell both of our cotton harvesters, which is what I was asking their last episode, which makes sense to me. That's Iowa. You don't do cotton in Iowa, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they do cotton in Iowa. So we can just sell both of our cotton harvesters. Those are from Genesee, New York, which, come to think of it, I don't think they do cotton in New York either. But anyway, regardless, there was a bunch of cotton contracts back in Genesee County, New York, so paid halfway decently as well, too, I might add. Brian was saying, I would sell the 2 trucks, trailers, cotton harvesters, 1 combine, and buy a grain cart and land with that money. Ooh, a grain cart. That is actually a really good idea there, Brian. That's right. We do not actually currently own a grain cart. That would probably be a really good idea, something to invest into. Christopher was saying, good video, keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Again, like I said, keep the comments coming up. I always enjoy reading all your folks' comments. And again, you got any suggestions for this map, let me know. Of course, speaking of equipment, there's definitely a few pieces of equipment I would like to upgrade into here, like a larger drill. We got a decent-sized one here at the moment. Can't complain about the size, but obviously in the future, getting one of the great big, maybe John Deere or Bergot planters, that would be kind of nice. It's been a while since we used the John Deere one. Actually, I don't think I've really even used the John Deere one, have I? Trying to remember, I don't know if I've used the John Deere one here in Farming Simulator 22 or not, so that might be a good one to check into. Oh, there we go. In the last little windrow here. There's little bits and pieces here and there yet, but I think we'll call this pretty good. Oh, wrong button. Meant to unload the baler. There we go. And we can fold that baler up. We'll head back to the farmyard here. Now, what I probably should have done here is I should have probably sent the truck back to the shop to pick up a trailer for this, because, yeah, oh well. We can go sell our crops here a minute while we wait for that truck to get down to the shop. And then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with all these bales here as well. Like I said, I'm thinking we're probably just going to sell them for now of one. And again, like I said, you folks let me know. If you want to see cows on this map, I know a couple folks have suggested it. So if you want to see cows, let me know. We do have a cow barn right over there. I don't know how many that one holds, but we do have one there. One will probably throw some equipment over there at some point here as well, like maybe even the baler and stuff. That'd be a good place for it, probably. If we do cows, then we definitely need to look into getting hay and silage and all that good stuff here as well. I think this is considered a milking barn, right? Oh, it doesn't show up on the map, does it? Okay. No, I guess it doesn't. We actually double-checked. Do we own it? I thought we owned it. Maybe not. Yes, we do own it. Okay. And then there's pigs over here as well, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I thought this one was pigs, but could be wrong. Yes, this one is pigs. Okay. So yeah, we can get into some pigs too if we want to. And it's been a while since we've done any pigs here, so maybe some pigs, and then like I said, I'm pretty sure this one is the cows, right? Apparently, oh, there we go. Yes, we got cows, and whoa, 500. Okay, that. Okay, I'm not sure where they're putting 500 cows. Oh, okay, there's a fairly large pasture here. Well, okay, never mind. That is a pretty small pasture. That's maybe 20 cows, really. Unless that goes back. No, it doesn't look like it, because it looks like the fence goes around the outside of the trees there, everyone. So, yeah, well, whatever. Yep, don't want to slip and fall in there. Ew. Okay, well, anyway, like I was saying a moment ago, let's grab the truck here. We'll have the truck head down to the shop there. Pick up a bale trailer here for us. And actually, actually, you know what? It might be at the shop yet. I think the cotton trailer's already there. We'll just sell that one. I don't think it's configurable. We have to actually buy them like that, so. Okay, we'll just tell you to go to shop 2. Probably really should just get rid of shop 1 because I don't really need that, I don't think. Oh, there's our truck. Oh, I thought he was down at the shop. Well, okay, let's turn you on. This would be a good point where we had that mod everyone was talking about there as well. Like I said, I'll have to check that out maybe when I'm done recording that one. For now, though, we're going to head over to the selling screen because I do have oats. And the cereal factory, the grain mill. I think it was the grain mill I was selling to. Let me double check, tag the place here. That was right in town, right? Yep. Grain mill. We're going to sell it to the grain mill. Now, you might notice if we go to the Minneapolis actually has a little bit higher price, and I suppose that one, we are actually in town here. I'm not entirely sure where you actually have to take it for that. Is that the grain export? Nope. Rent a train. Upper Mississippi Railroad South. We could try that one. Oh, I didn't mean to visit it. I actually meant to tag it. Tag the place. Let's try that one. That is a little bit better price after all. Oh, stop truck. Further than I wanted to go, but. Yeah, residential neighborhood. Better not go that way. I think we're just going to have to turn around in the dealer parking lot here from the looks of it. Now, I did try to sell at the train yard once already, everyone. First time around is I went down to here, Burkett Mills, I think it was. So, yeah, I went down to Burkett Mills, and I went and unloaded there. Because, like, oh, the rent train icon, that's probably where you unload, right? No, that is a sell point. I'm going to watch, if I would have thought about it, I should have realized that. But that is a sell point down there. So, I have not actually sold to the railroad here yet. And mind you, now is not really a good time to sell oats. But I think, like I said already, I think we need the more money more than we need the oats. So, we're going to sell and see what we get. Hey, there's our truck already. How do we get it? How do we get to the mill? Now, looks like we gotta go to the next road, don't we? Okay. That's kind of on the other side of that little, whatever that is there, that little tributary or whatever. Mobilia oil. Yeah, okay. Ooh, Wendy's. Fresh berry almond chicken salad. I might pass on that. I'll go for a good burger and fries, though. Oh, let's see. That one there. Let's assume that's the one. And just from what I've seen so far, everyone, I'm very curious how someone has their auto drive network set up. 'Cause this map does not look auto drive friendly, just from what I've seen so far, everyone. I don't know any of my other viewers here, if you've tried setting up auto drive on this map, have you had much success? Because just looking at some of the entrances and sell points, everyone's like, wow, that is some tight spaces to get stuff. Actually, that was not it, was it? Okay, never mind. I seen the green line. I'm like, oh, okay, that's over this one. Nope, that was over that one. Oh well. Don't know which one we just sold to them, but so many sell points now. Oh, Mississippi grain. Oh, that's what we're planning on selling anyway, wasn't it? Yeah, whatever. Okay, 2 attempts to sell to the train station, and they've both gone badly, which breaks my heart. You know how I like the train stations, right, everyone? Yep. Although, I think I've seen the train on this map. It looks like it does have several cars, everyone, so it might actually be a respectably large train on this map. I think we're on the right road, right? Yes. Back to the farm with ya. And look at that. Back tabbing actually gets us to the right truck. What are the chances of that happening? Oh, okay. I thought the cotton trailer was here. I guess not. I must have missed it. Must have been up at the farm. In that case, we're just going to go ahead and sell that. We don't really need that trailer if it's already not sold anyway. Low loaders? Yep. Oh, that's right. It's a larger trailer. I forgot. I was thinking this was the smaller trailer. You know what? I'm actually going to need the big truck for this, aren't I? Because these are bigger trailers, I think. Yes. And how does that say how many it holds? Holds. Okay, 24. That doesn't tell me how many it holds, though. Not sure. Auto loading bales. Yes, please. Wheels, working speed. Yeah, rear hitch. I'm not sure what the rear hitch really does, but let's go for that. Okay, so I'm going to have to switch out and grab the other truck then, because I thought this was a bumper pull, but it is not. Frame color. Body log fork tank color. I don't think that's going to matter with this one. Tank trim color. There must be other options. Are there other options on here? Oh. Whoa. Okay. Unrealistic tipper fill level. Oh, okay. That's a large number. Logging forks. Hey, that's a nice logging trailer. Liquid tank. Okay, that's kind of cool. I don't know what we can all put in there, but liquid unrealistic. Okay. Slurry spreader. Interesting. Is there an yep, there we go. The unrealistic one, everyone. Flat deck standard. Yeah, no, I want the auto loading bales. We're going to go 42 bales. Okay, cool. In that case, sorry, truck. I don't think I actually need you. Whoops. Oh, you know what? While we're here, though, we can pull our seed tender back. Might as well take that. Although this is another piece of equipment. Like, do I really need this seed tender one? Because, like, I can put quite a bit of seed in that other tender there. Speaking of the trucks, by the way, that reminds me, we could potentially keep the trucks, everyone, and maybe just get rid of the trailers, because we do have 2 additional items that take trucks there. We got the seed tender and the flat deck trailer, so anyway, looking at time, though, it is time to wrap it up here this episode. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below, and as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and until next time.